ConMen, delivering the convention to you, featuring fresh viewpoints from artists, authors, and creators of all kinds. ConMen.
ConnectiCon!
Good evening, folks. This is Leo, and you're watching ConMen. We're here at ConnectiCon at the Hartford Convention Center 2013. This is the 11th year, and we are very excited. As you can see, there is so much cosplay going on already, and we hope to meet a lot of other people coming up soon. So we're going to take a walk through Artist Alley and show you all around. Stay tuned and see what's happening next on ConMen.
I'm Jackson Gill with More Like Enterprises. We deliver everything, do a lot of custom prop work. We also make metal top hats, pretty much anything you want, we can do it. We've been doing this for about 10 years now. We're a big fan of ConnectiCon, so we try and make the trip up every year. If someone wants that one big sword from anime A, B, or C, like, oh yeah, we can do that.
ConMen! Hello, this is Leo Marinak, and you're here watching ConMen TV, and I'm here at the Cosplay Deathmatch at ConnectiCon 2013 with Cthulhu's. And how do you plan on winning this deathmatch? Well, what is your strategy for winning this whole competition?
Dude, I'm already gonna win. I'm that awesome.
I'm here with the zombie horde, and how do you guys feel about this whole match? Oh no, they almost got my hand. They are ready to tear up their next victim here at Cosplay Headquarters 2013. Back to you in the studio, Joe. Hello. This is Leo. I just got attacked by a bunch of zombies here at the ConnectiCon Deathmatch. Not feeling too good.
Hey, I'm Neil Grayston. I'm an actor, and you're watching Conmen. Conmen? Conmen? Conmen. Conmen?
Conmen!
So we went out of our way. We got all these beautiful centerpieces chosen by Matt's wife, Katie Daigle, who's an art teacher, and she has a great eye for this kind of stuff. Old DJ of ours, Ken, is here. He came back to do all that. We have music playing, food being catered by the downtown Hartford Marriott.
Great.
And we're just really excited to be doing this, and we really want this to just kind of skyrocket because this is our first year.
Yeah.
And like we're just really excited and pumped about it.
You go came all the way down here for their Tom.
Yeah.
That's excellent. Wow.
Second year.
Wow. All right.
So is this your first con?
Oh, God,
No?
No,
Which,
we con everybody.
You're so funny, honey. Oh my God.
What?
That's why I love him.
That's right.
We're doing a photo booth this year. This is the premiere, so we have a few backdrops that are kind of like this with different places.
Okay.
And we're going to be at the Cosplay HQ. It's for all around the country, so we're going to bring it around to different cons and stuff, but this is kind of the tester weekend for it.
Welcome, everybody. Run, boy.
I was just thinking of what hasn't been done with zombies, and you know, satire's been done in the form of Zombieland and whatnot, you know, and so on and so forth. But to think about the zombies and to feel for them, you know, to feel bad for them as opposed to feeling for the humans, which is the obvious joke, you know, what can you do with that? So if people like this concept, I'm planning on writing other things as well, including a short series about a zombie who is living in the human world, and everyone within the human world sees him as a normal person, except for this one coworker. And so this one coworker is essentially trying to prove that he's not a zombie, that he's in fact a zombie, and sex traps for him. And, huh? Invader Zim-esque.
The fun thing, though, I don't know about that, though. The things that go wrong are almost always lead to creative, better solutions.
Remember to take it one brainless day at a time.
Conmen!
I did a lot of freelance work. I worked for Marvel and DC in the 80s doing a lot of marketing and promotions work. I did a lot of work for Marvel Age. I did some work for Image and Valiant and Acclaim and JC Comics and a lot of people and Dark Horse. Yeah, so a lot of journalism, and but in the last few years I've been doing a lot of my own stuff, creating my own characters, working for some small independent companies. Pronto Comics, I produced 2 comics for them. One was called Hot Girl and Totally Hot Girl, which is exactly what it sounds like. A lot of good girl art, a lot of bad puns, and a lot of fun. And the other one was First in Flight, which is a true story about Gustav Whitehead, who actually lived in Connecticut, real person, he lived in Connecticut in Fairfield and Bridgeport, and he flew 2 years before the Wright brothers. So I did a little short comic about that as well. The zombie apocalypse. No, Zombie Anonymous, and we want to keep our anonymity, so I don't want to get the name right. So Zombie Anonymous, I found myself waylaid in the movie, and it turns out that the people who were producing the movie had a lot to do with ConnectiCon. I had been to ConnectiCon a couple of years ago, and this was a very good excuse for me to come back and enjoy it. And the thing I like about this show is they're nuts. Most comic shows that you get like 10 to 20% people doing cosplay. Here it's the other way around. There's 10 to 20% not doing cosplay. Everybody here is in a costume. This is my costume. I'm pretending to be a writer. And they just, a lot of people show up and get in costume. And the first time I came to the show, it was very different for me to see this many people in costume. A lot of people have all these blogs out and they're doing their blog thing, and they're not so much reporting the news, industry stuff. This is what they think, this is what they believe, this is what they heard, this is the rumor. There's not a lot of investigative journalism going on, and I see that actually at the professional level too. I watch interviews on TV where somebody asks a question and somebody says something and you go, and the follow-up to that is, and they don't ask the follow-up question because everything is all scripted. Everything is all, it's a game that they're playing, and they're not, and it's really not actual journalism going on in a lot of places. First of all, put your computer down and write by hand for a little bit, and second of all, learn how to use your spell checker. Who, what, when, where, how, why. Those are the 6 questions you need to ask in any interview, that you need to put in any article, that you need to do the follow-through. You need all of these things, and this is the form that you need to take when you write.
All right, this is Leo and Rob, and you're watching Con Men.
My name is Ethan Rappaport, and I work for a small consulting firm in New York City. And on my spare time, I like to write fantasy adventure. And, I'm hoping to get sort of a graphic novel type of series going.
Hello, this is Leo, and you're watching Con Men TV, and I'm here with Xavier, and he sells weapons. So
lots of weapons.
Lots. So we're going to ask him a little bit about that. So Xavier, how many years have you been coming to the Connecticut Convention Center for ConnectiCon?
Over 10.
Yeah. And what do you like most about being here?
Well, the people, the energy, everything about what we do. Matty had a great idea from long ago, and he invited us, and he's just cultivated into this awesome community now, and it's kind of running itself with a little, help from the powers that be. But this is pretty awesome that a young convention this young grows and keeps growing, and people come to support the community. And even when he's trying new things, he'll always come over and ask me questions, because he knows that even though, like, I'm a business person, I'm still honest, so I'm along for the ride. So, and anything I can do to help him, I will, vice versa. He always does things for us too.
Really? Do you want to tell us a little bit about what you do here?
Yeah, I mean, we're a pretty eclectic booth. We sell weapons, but we sell things for all ages, all kids, anything you're into. Gaming, pop culture, we got it all. And we celebrate what the fans like. So even if I don't always go, hey, I should get that, I go, my fans will love that. So I think about them first.
Can one come here and pick up a samurai sword?
Sure, yeah. Totally. All different kind, hand forged, folded, Damascus, whatever you like. And it's good to see kids just have a good time and express themselves. It's so hard today to just be yourself, whoever you are. So to be in a community and an environment to come and just do whatever you want and to have that be celebrated, that's awesome. Look. To see them dancing and have a great time. That's what life is about. And a lot of times we forget that about having a good time in life. Hi, my name is Xavier from Light It Up. We love ConnectiCon. If you're not here, you're missing the greatest con on earth.
An apple a day keeps the wizard away. I put a spell on you. Ours will be.
So the Masquerade is a combination of 2 different competitions. The first one is throughout the entire weekend. The judges over in Cosplay HQ judge craftsmanship. So how meticulous did people make their costumes? How screen accurate are they? Are their seams perfect? But that's one type of person who really wants to get that finite detail and be like the perfect character. There's a lot of other folks who've got that pent-up energy and just want to perform. So those are the ones that are actually doing the performances, and they get up, they do 3-minute skits just to be like, it could be a dance number, it could be sort of a pre-recorded comedy routine. The goal is just to give the audience a good time.
just...
Look, here it comes.
It's destroying everything in its path to get to us. You have to stop it. It tripped and fell on the school. The entire building is destroyed.
Sweet, no school tomorrow.
I love creating, and this is an amazing outlet for a hobby, and some people make careers out of this, and it's just amazing. You can really use a lot of your hidden talents, as well as, you know, some people make jobs out of this, some people just like doing it, so it's really fun.
It's all about being friends and, you know, being able to make something together and just really enjoy yourselves in something that's just really beautiful and something you work really hard on.
Legolas, what do your elven eyes see?
Bright lights and a crowd of 1,000 easy. Where has the elf led us now?
I'll not be blamed for this, elf.
Oh, you don't want to be blamed for anything. We're no closer to finding Frodo or Sam. Turn right at the boulder, he says. We've already come this way before he yips. My hair's a mess, and we're not going any further until I get the snarls out.
Oh my god. If I have to listen to you two gripe the whole way, this is going to be one hell of a trip. In epic fraternity, together they shall go off, and they shall save...
Sam's gone and I lost the ring!
Why do you need the one ring?
I just need it! I need it!
Good luck.
ConnectiCon!
I'm not really a gamer, I'm more of a voice actor, so to get through any game I need the cheat codes.
Can you give us a little downpart?
It's Saturday Night Live with Fred Armisen.
If I know I have a session in the morning with a big voice character, you know, with a really like a Duke Nukem kind of, I go out and sing karaoke the night before and drink a little bit. It's true, because I wake up sounding like this. I have to be honest with you, that would be my least favorite. Because the voice of Big the Cat is just stupid. And I can't believe they actually used it. The director said, okay, this cat he's a big, stupid, slow cat, so do a big, stupid, slow voice like, okay, how about something like this? And I was just kidding. And the director went, perfect. Stay in that character.
So you're stuck doing that for hours and hours.
Yeah. Fortunately, a few years ago. Oh, go ahead.
He likes the voice.
Oh, you like that voice? Yeah. You're twisted. Hi, I'm John St. John, better known as the voice of Duke Nukem. Though I need to change that brand, okay? I do a lot of games. And you're watching Conmen. Conmen.tv. Yeah.
My theory of drawing Batman was if he was fighting crime or in a room with people he didn't know or didn't trust, he would basically be a silhouette, almost completely black. You would only really see the lines of the costume and the details of his face and his eyes if he was talking to someone he trusted, like a Commissioner Gordon or a Nightwing or something like that.
If you had said to me when I was 13 years old, when you grow up you're going to be a sex symbol, I would have laughed in your face and said, what are you on, and give me some, you know? I found it a huge compliment. I really did. It's kind of thrilling, actually. The biggest challenge to playing Troy for me for 7 years and 4 movies was keeping Marina out of the character. Because she, as I always say, she's much sweeter than me. I'm now a recurring character on NCIS. I play Orly Elbaz, and she is the head of Mossad. So she's kick-ass. Can I say that?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. She's a very strong woman, manipulative, devious. I mean, she's wonderful. I love playing her. How lucky am I to be an actress who has a role that forever will go down in pop culture?
Approach writing like that. Approach writing like learning to hit a baseball. Train yourself in the skill of writing stories. Don't sit down and take this one story and say, I have to create an opus. Say, I'm creating a writer.
I remember also one time when my hard drive went out on me, and I hadn't backed up in a long time, and that made me feel like, that was later on, I was like 25, and there were like 2 or 3 books on there. Early ones I'd printed off, but the one I was working on the moment, it was like half a book. And that's when, I actually removed the hard drive from the computer, and I was like praying so hard, and I like blew on it. Because, sometimes you take, I put it back in, and it worked for like 15 minutes, and I got everything on a disc, and then it crashed again and never booted again. So someone was looking out for me, and I felt really stupid. And so from then on, I was very sure to back up to thumb drives and things like that. This is Brandon Sanderson, author of A Memory of Life, The Last Book of the Wheel of Time, and you are watching Con Men.
Instantaneous. The minute you walked onto stage, you close the door and you're in the CIC. You're on the Battlestar.
The first couple seasons, obviously, where I was running around the planet fighting imaginary Cylons.
Which were usually, they did actually have these big giant 7-foot cardboard cutouts. And I shit you not, they were the real, the badass looking Cylons when they were cardboard cutout. They'd usually have a grip behind it going like this. Yeah, totally. It's coming right at us. These guys go like this.
Hello, welcome to Con Men. I'm here with the Zombie King, Arthur Sudan, and we're going to be talking to him a little bit about his whole career in The Walking Dead and Marvel Zombies. So how are you doing today, Arthur?
I'm good. Good to be here in Connecticut.
So how did you get into the business of doing the fine art over the years?
I started off reading comics and loving comics. I had a lot of my relatives were actually fine artists, landscape painters and portrait painters and well-known architectural painters in the United States. Two of them, James and Henry Sudan, were Hudson River painters. That's a group of about a dozen guys that won American Artists recognition worldwide for the first time at the advent of the Civil War. Then after that, Edward Sudan came along, and he was considered America's foremost architectural artist. And then after that, I had an uncle who studied with Norman Rockwell, and I inherited his workbooks. That's actually where I learned to work with oils from. And so then I went into the business, working for DC Comics, doing all their horror stuff, as a matter of fact. And then some years later, I actually found the school like 4 blocks from my house in New York. There's a school called the New York Academy of Figurative Art that it actually turns out is a recreation of the Atelier School of Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci, and Raphael. And that's exactly what I wanted. So then I went to that school and I studied there. And actually, it's in that school that I did a lot of work with cadavers. Hence, like this zombie thing, I think a lot of it comes from there because I really fell in love with anatomical art. 80% of what I'm writing comes from true life stories, either that I experienced myself or that friends and family, people that I know have experienced. And you hear stories of, that's pretty bizarre, and then you remember how it made you feel, and you try to incorporate something that will draw those same kind of feelings from your readers into your stories when you're writing as well. I'm usually working on 3 or 4 jobs at the same time because of the drawing process. When I'm working on things, you can't work on one at a time. You got to start on one, then put it aside, go work on another, and then go back and forth all the time.
Can somebody come here and have a sketch drawn by you on that cover?
What the purpose of these shows is for the fans. You can come here and meet your favorite TV star, movie star, and comic celebrities, basically. So we're here to meet and meet the fans and say hello to them. And if there's something they want from us, if they want a drawing or if they want to, get some stuff signed, that's what we're here for. I actually provided for somebody who wants a sketch. So anybody who wants one, I give them the comic and I'll do a sketch for them. They tell me what they want, and whatever they want is what I do. And I kind of like the challenge of that, actually. For somebody, one of my enjoyments of doing these shows is for the fans come up. I like to meet the fans, talk to the fans, find out what they like, what they don't like, and then they tell me a particular sketch that they want to do, and it kind of keeps you sharp, sketching wise. Hey, I'm Arthur Sudan, the Zombie King, and you're listening to Con Men.
Con Men.
So how are you doing today, Tasha?
I'm exhausted.
This is what ConnectiCon is all about.
So let's start all over again, because I think I may have blinked.
It's on the way. The way you looked at me, and the way you made me feel. It's all Greek to me. Firing up the planetarium, reminded of the monster I've become. Everything I need to say.
We're always looking for new and talented individuals. If you would like to be a part of ConMen, please send us your original documented convention experience through artwork, filming, photography, and writing. Thank you for watching ConMen.